1, 2, 3, 4. Fizzo came through when I'm blazing out the dough. Holding 5 to 6 hoes, causing frenzies round the globe. And my belly stay froze, cause my chain hang low. Now I'm getting paid every single day with my niggas Chris and Jay.
Alright. Hello there, I'm Tom. And I'm going to teach you this move called the windmill, okay? I like to say that the windmill is made up of 5 steps. There's the stab, where you stab your arm into your belly. Then there's the spin and drop, which is where you actually spin and you drop like that. And then I like to say there's the lift and twist, where you lift your leg and you twist. Lift and twist. And then the 4th step is the roll into your shoulders or your back. It's really your shoulders, not your lower back, because you actually might end up spraining things. And then the last one is the push back. You push the back of your leg and then you restab. Alright, here we go. We're going to start with step number 1, the step. Alright, now you're going to have to practice this a lot before you get it correct. You're going to find your certain stab spot as you keep trying to balance. Usually it's like right where your abs start to pop out, you know, when you get that 6-pack, you kind of have the little groove right here. So stick it in there. You gotta put your weight on, like this. You see? Alright, so I should be able to balance like this and move back and forth. Can you do that? Once you can do that, you're gonna move on to the next step. Now, the next step looks kind of like it would hurt, but it doesn't. You have to do it correctly. You have to first practice the stab position, and what you're gonna do next is you gotta spin. You gotta spin like this. You see that? You gotta spin. That's the first part of the second step, the spin. You gotta be able to spin, back and forth. Alright. The next part of the second step is the drop. So you gotta do a spin and then you drop. I'll show you. I'll show you in a few angles. Here we go. You gotta spin and drop. I'll do it for you. Spin, drop. Spin, drop. Alright? Spin and drop. It shouldn't hurt. You're gonna have to build up your tricep muscles here and keep your balance. And it shouldn't hurt. You should just kind of flop onto the ground. Okay. For the second step, the 3rd step, it's the lift and twist. You're gonna have to practice this a while. Once you get your balance in the stab position, like this, you're gonna lift your right leg, or if you're left-handed, like me, it's your right leg. If you're right-handed, it's your left leg. So I'm gonna lift my right leg, like this, and I'm gonna kick my left leg under. So like this. If you can practice that, you're good. So now you're gonna try and put them all together, okay? So first off, you've got the stab. Alright, you got the stab, and then you got the spin and drop. Alright? You got the stab, spin, lift, and drop. Alright? Now I did a little bit of the 4th step there because the 4th step is rolling onto your shoulders. Now, rolling onto your shoulders is a bit hard. You might want to practice rolling onto your shoulders before you try to incorporate the lift and twist. So what you're going to do is you're going to stab, you're going to spin, and you're just going to roll onto your back. Alright? Stab, spin, roll onto your back. Let me show you one more time. Alright, stab, spin, roll on your back. Okay? Once you get that, once you do that a few times and get used to it, you might try putting in the lift and twist. So you've got the stab, spin, lift and twist, roll on your back. See? Alright, I'm gonna do it really slow. Stab, spin, drop, lift and twist. You see that? Alright, even slower. Stab, spin, dropping, lift, rolling on your back. Alright. The final step in a windmill is just being able to restart it. Once you can do 2 windmills, you can do a ton of windmills until you get tired. It's really just about technique. It doesn't use a ton of strength like flares. Flares, you have to work at 1, and then you go to 2, and 3. Okay. This is probably the hardest part of the windmill, besides getting the momentum. what you gotta do is once you're on your back, you're gonna have to lift yourself onto the back, on your shoulders, like that. Like that, alright? And at the same time you're doing that, you gotta twist. Since I'm left-handed, I'm gonna take my right leg and push it under like this. It's gonna be like that. Alright? If you're right-handed, it's gonna be the other way around. You're gonna push that way. Right. So you can't really just practice that. So be on your back like this, and you kind of practice doing this. You gotta just practice doing that. Got that? Alright. Now, putting it into the whole thing is kind of complicated. So I'm gonna show you real slow. You gotta go stab, spin, drop, lift, push. You see that? Alright, let's try this again. See, when you push, you've also got to roll like this. You're gonna take this arm, and you're gonna put this one down here. And then you're gonna kind of lift up like that. Alright? So you got a lot of things to worry about. You gotta worry about the being on your back of the shoulders like this. You gotta worry about kicking under with your leg. You also gotta worry about rolling off your shoulder and stabbing again. Alright? I'm gonna show you one windmill from stab to stab position, okay? It goes like this. See that? I'll show you again from a different angle. Alright, you got that? And now, now you just gotta do more than one windmill. And that requires you to keep your momentum going. So you kick like this. You start when you start, you're gonna be like this, you lift, and you gotta have a lot of power. My left leg, since I'm left-handed, is gonna go really fast this way. So I'm gonna go kick like that. I'm gonna go kick. That's where I get all of my strength. So I kick. And then, to continue the momentum, I get the kick again when I go like that. Alright? So, I'm gonna show you 2 consecutive windmills, alright? Okay. Alright? Okay, so let's review one last time the 5 steps of doing a windmill. There's the stab position, where you stab like this. Then there's a spin and drop. So you gotta stab, spin, and drop. Alright. After that comes the lift and twist, where you lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. It should be one fluid movement. It should be lift and twist. Alright? Alright. The 4th step is the rolling onto your shoulders. As I showed you before, just try rolling onto your shoulders and skip the lift and twist at first. So you just want to go from stab, spin, drop to shoulders. Practice that first. Then practice the stab, spin, drop. See, I'm dropping, lift, and twist under your shoulders. Okay. And the final step is the kicking under from your back. The kicking under from your back, rolling on your shoulder, and re-stabbing. And once you can get all that, you've got the windmill, my friend. Just keep practicing. Oh, and one last thing. When you get really good at windmills, you'll actually stop stabbing, and you'll actually use your forearms rather than fully stab. What I mean by that is, you're gonna come around like this, you're gonna roll on your back, and come back around, and instead of actually re-stabbing, you're just gonna be like this, and you're gonna roll back on your shoulders, like this. Those are called forearm mills. There are also other varieties of windmills, such as barrels, where you roll on your head like this instead of using your hands. There's baby mills, there's tombstones, there's all kinds of windmills. But first, one of the first windmills with the stabbing position before you try anything else. You might break your head or something, okay? Alright, this is Tom, B-Boy Rar. See you another time. Thank you.